Hi there you guys, my name is Bryanna Molina and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be repacking everything that I brought with me on deployment. When I originally packed for my deployment, I kind of had a bunch of stuff that I had to move around and then pull out at the last second. I definitely showed a lot more items than I actually ended up bringing with me. So I wanted to do a more in-depth video, refolding everything and reorganizing all of my items and how I put them all away in my 3 different bags, which would be my sea bag, my garment bag, and my recruit backpack. I used those 3 things and that was all that I used, and I was good to go for my entire deployment, or we'll find out. But let's go ahead and dive right into this because it is my last day here in Rome and then I will be heading to the ship. So I need to make sure that everything is distributed evenly as far as weight so that I can carry it easier, and I have 3 bags, so I really need to make sure that I can kind of hold all of it and just not make any one bag too heavy, because I did that the first time and I struggled and I needed help from my other team members. I don't want to have to do that again. I want it to be so I can carry everything just on myself, on my person, and that means moving a lot of things around. So just kind of to tell you guys before we do begin what I put in each of my bags. My sea bag, originally I had tried to put uniforms in it. That did not work at all. Let us pray that it actually ends up being enough space. I ended up pulling out my garment bag because my friend told me to.
Do you not have your uniform bag?
I do.
I would have just brought that.
Why?
So, all of that is your uniforms.
Yeah.
If you put your uniforms in your uniform bag, that's all free.
And she turned out to be completely right. If you haven't seen the original pack with me, you can check it out down below. I will link it. It was a complete fail. It was the messiest, most disorganized video I've ever made, and thankfully I packed everything, but it was the day of that I packed, so I literally had a flight later that night, so I didn't really care. I didn't have time to redo it. I didn't have time to anything, so the battery was dying. We were moving things around. She kept pulling things out of my bag like, nope, don't bring that, nope, don't bring that. I ended up having a really dysfunctional video, but I thought it was kind of interesting and fun for you guys to see basically what I had to leave behind and the mess that it took to get me to being ready to go. But now that I have been here for 2 weeks, and now that I'm going to be going to the ship, I want to repack everything and make my life a whole lot easier. Going into what is in each bag, my garment bag holds every single thing for my uniform items except for my 2 coveralls, but it fit my fleece, it fit my whites, my blues, my NSU, my NWU, my boots, and my dress shoes, and I even threw in my shower shoes into that bag, so it fit everything. I might not open that one up because it's just all uniform items and it fits perfectly and it's already done, but that's basically it. My garment bag is just all my uniform stuff. So going right into the sea bag, I put my 2 coveralls, my 2 bath towels, my 2 face towels, my robe, all of my clothing. I put all of that inside of my sea bag. I've refolded everything. I will show you that next. And I'm going to show you guys again how to stack evenly and really build the perfect sea bag. I did realize the first time I packed my sea bag, I put a lot of my heavy toiletries in there, specifically this one bigger heavy bag full of my more full-size bottles for bathroom items, and that was the wrong idea. So I now want everything light inside of my sea bag, so everything clothing items is going to go in my sea bag, and then all of my small mini bathroom bags, those are all gonna go in the sea bag as well because they're lighter. The biggest, heaviest bag that I do have for my toiletries, I'm going to make sure that I go ahead and put that one in the bottom of my backpack, and then I will be stuffing a few more smaller items in my backpack along with my makeup and stuff like that, and that's all that's going in my backpack. So I feel with that organizational idea in mind, I'll show you guys how I repack everything. We'll get into it right now, and you guys can just kind of know, don't put too much heavy things in one bag, especially not the sea bag. From personal experience, when I was walking around the airport after we landed in Japan, I was struggling. I literally got help we switched bags in the airport because it was so heavy, and I couldn't even walk quickly with it, and we had to run around the airport and make sure that we got to the hotel on time, so it was a mess. So I'm definitely trying to distribute the weight evenly, trying to learn from my mistakes. All right, let's get to it. Alright you guys, so this is everything. I repacked all of my socks for the uniform and they fit perfectly in this bag. I went ahead and made sure that I packed everything very flat. I did the same exact thing with my undies and my socks, so socks and then undies, and then I did the same thing with my bras and sports bras, so bras, sports bras. So I love the way that they're nice and flat now. And as you can see, I have like 2-3 pairs of jeans. I have my very perfectly stacked and squarey, or rather rectangle, sets of undergarments that I think are great and easy to pack now. I refolded all of my uniform shirts, and then also these are my 2 face towels that I have. So my 2 white uniform shirts, because I really won't be wearing NSUs or my whites or blues that much, and then all of my brown shirts for the uniform. These are my 2 towels that I still have put in these bags, and I'm still gonna start with these as my base. And then this is all the stuff that I've been wearing over the last 2 weeks in quarantine, so it's dirty. So I put all of my dirty undergarments and stuff like that in this bag to kind of keep it all neat. And then all these clothes, again, they're like dirty. They're not like filthy. I've just been sitting around this room, but I have been working out. So I got sweaty and like I had to fold these up so that they could fit nicely, but they are all dirty and I'm gonna have to just throw them in some bags and pack them up. And then my Tide Pods are also going to go into my sea bag. To top off the sea bag, once I finish putting in all the clothes, I will be throwing in all of these smaller bags and toiletry items. What you guys don't see here is my biggest toiletry bags that it has all my full-sized items in it. And I did pack that in the backpack, and I will be showing you guys that a little bit later. All right, you guys, let's get right into the sea bag, and then I will show you the backpack, and I will just point at the garment bag because I'm not gonna open that up. All right, you guys, you can't see me, but here's our sea bag. I already went ahead and folded it a little bit for us so that I can be closer to the bottom here. So the closer you are to the bottom, the better, because when I start throwing in my items to fold it, it will just all fit better and create a better base. And you want to make sure you stuff all of the bottom because that is your foundation. You don't want to have any spaces. Things will start falling around and getting messy. So I'm going to stuff this bag to the fullest and let's get right into it. Make sure you find your corners. I'm going to begin with my towels. This is what I did the first time, but we're going to start fresh. So you can see I put the towels in each corner and it fits perfectly, and I'm gonna put the other one on the other side to create that square. And you can see there, see that? It's like a square, perfect. That is our base, that's what we want. I'm actually gonna go like this, there we go. Just kind of wrap it around my knees and like, now I can kind of just feel it out. All right. So I'm just gonna go like this. Make them the same size as the towels so I can continue that really good base. Perfect. Oh, not perfect. Now perfect. Kind of. It's a little bit bigger than the towels, but I'm flattening it out, making sure it fits all the way around the towels in each corner. I'm making sure it's like lined up. Very good. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys. Right underneath there is my towels and it's creating that nice base. Once I flatten this out, I can keep on building perfectly up and it will be a good base. So let us continue. Let's go in with our coveralls. I'm going to continue with my work shirts. So I'm going to go ahead and take my jeans because they're very flat and I'm going to put them on top of my work shirts. And then I'm going to go in with these shirts right here. It's a perfect size to go with the jeans. And now that there's this space here, I'm gonna stuff in 2 of these guys. And so they're standing upright. Take this baggie for my dirty clothes. Still trying to keep the same squarey shape. I'm gonna stuff that right on top of the jeans. There's still kind of a bit of a space here, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in my Tide Pods. Again, I'm just like feeling it out. I want to make sure that it's as flat as everything can be and there's no spaces. I'm gonna go with my socks, just throw that flat on top. The left side is really full, this side over here, my right side is like a little bit looser, so I'm gonna fill that, stuff some items in there. That's my one outfit for tomorrow, sitting out there. Don't think I forget anything. We have another small stack of like kind of dirty clothes, so we're gonna throw them in the bag. This corner was a little less filled, so I'm stuffing it into all the like emptier spaces. We're gonna throw this guy right on the corner to continue building it evenly. Now, we're going to finish strong with both the two fluffier items at the top. I like putting the fluffier items at the top too because when it comes time to close this up, it's easier. Because if you have like a lot of heavier, bigger, like really hard surface items when you're trying to close it, you can't get that squish factor in. This way, I put my squishier items at the top, I can just like squish it down and it clips all together a little easier, less of a fight. Let's show you guys my work. So this is everything that we just got done packing. So these are the next items we're gonna throw in. I'm actually gonna end up taking out my robe and sweater so that I can move things around because I want these a little further down. I don't want bigger, harder items at the top. I want at the very top to be something soft and plush so I can kind of squish it down. So I'm gonna pack in all of these guys and then we will throw in the robe as the finishing touch. So as you guys can see, we're getting very close to being completely full. We're gonna now fold this guy up. And we have our finishing touch, the robe. Let's close it all up. All right, you guys, that is everything. Perfect. It was so much less of a struggle. The first time I packed, it was like awful. I couldn't even close this thing. Like we were pulling things out just so we could squish it down so we could get it closed. That's how bad it was. So this is a relief. Much better this time. Here's the seat bag, you guys. Thank goodness everything fits. I said I would show you guys my garment bag, so here it is. Full to the brim. So here we have my garment bag and my seat bag. And our recruit backpack is our last step. Let's get into it. In this first pocket, I have stored 2 little packs of baby wipes. I had to leave all of like my baby wipes behind, but I wanted to have some just to wipe my hands for my travels, whatever I need it for. And then also while at the hotel, they would give us little cloths to wipe our hands. I kept them just in case I ever need them. This next pouch here is going to be all of my makeup. It's the perfect size to fit my makeup palettes and all my other items. They're not in there right now because I'm definitely going to be using them tomorrow, so I didn't feel like packing them up, but they fit right here. My palette fits here. I have like an actual makeup bag that fits on top, and then I have a smaller case that holds all my brushes. So everything fits in this second area, and it keeps me organized. All makeup is there, nothing else. And then my last little area is the biggest one. It's the biggest area. You have to unclip these corners here. And as we open it up, we can see I put my smaller backpack, my water bottle, open it up some more. And we also have that giant bag of full-size toiletries that I told you guys about. So I put that all the way at the bottom. And as you can see, it takes up the whole bottom and it kind of helps distribute the weight because if that heavy bag was in my sea bag, I would topple over. And then right underneath my bag, we have my notebook and my pencil pouch. And then under our water bottle, we just have this little travel bag. You can't see it that well right now. This guy right here is just a smaller bathroom bag, like a caddy kind of, but it folds up real flat, so I threw that in here as well. The other things that I will throw into this bag is my charger bag, which is right here. And the other thing that I will throw in here is a very small toiletries bag that I have, which is right here as well. So you guys, that was a super quick pack with me, but I really wanted to show you guys in depth how I actually ended up packing everything and how it worked so much better. Thank you guys so much for watching. I cannot wait to keep on putting out great content for you guys. This kind of ends our deployment packing and everything. After that, we're gonna be just getting into Japan and traveling and doing all that good stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, a little bit better organized, and a little bit more in detail on how to correctly pack your items for deployment. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
Can we pretend that airplanes